Charlie Kimball is going to make his way, loses it, and almost T-bones the way. In fact, he does, Mark. Thankfully, as the rear end got away from him and turned him into the outside wall, lucky for Charlie, he was able to get on the brakes just a bit. It looked like that was off of turn number 2. We see the 3 of Helio Castroneves. He has spun, so in turn number 3, Helio Castroneves will bring out a local yellow. So 3 different teams very upset with either the call or the lack of a call where Helio Castroneves spun. Simon Pagenaud, you rarely hear Simon Pagenaud upset about anything. The guy's just very laid back and certainly reserved, but it was very obvious that he was not happy in the least. So Mark, given that, and certainly you understand, I think what Sam Schmidt is saying, they were clear of the incident, so why their lap wasn't able to count, I don't understand. If you have to drive through the yellow flag area, you understand, but if you're clear of that incident already, it seems like that lap is going to be able to be put on the board.
Well, given the, if you'll give me a minute here to make the connection, given this and some of the news coming out of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, I'm not sure an official is a good thing to be in an Eastern.
Yeah, you're right.
Talk about being under the microscope. My goodness,
it's there. That's for sure. We are watching Mike Conway, and Mike Conway, Mark, just like he did in round number 2, has come out and is simply throwing that car all over the racetrack. The Sonny's barbecue car, as Conway is driving, Mark, like his hair is on fire right now, and is just really making the rear end move on the exit of almost every corner. And Mike Conway's got to be feeling it. He posts that first lap at 80.475 as the track has gotten much quicker with the dry and rain. But Conway right now is a threat to win pole here for sure.
Another driver who may have an issue with race control is Tristan Vautier. He's standing by with Nick Yeoman.
Tristan Vautier, and he wasn't happy about the decision. What kind of explanation have you been told?
It's okay, I think if somebody had told us we would qualify 7th after our poor practice session this morning where we didn't manage to run more than 2 laps in a row with braking issues and other things of that kind, we would have been happy. So yeah, the thing is that Helio was behind me when he spun, and so I was the last car not affected by his spin, and then they let other drivers complete 1 more lap basically than us. And we were 3rd or 4th around there, so we had the potential for the fast 6, but sometimes things go your way, sometimes they don't, and we turned things around pretty well for this qualifying after our bad practice, so we're very happy about that, and now let's focus on tomorrow.
That glass half full thought process, Mike King, that's going to serve this young French rookie pretty well. He was not happy when he got out of that race car, obviously, but gave him a couple minutes to decompress as well, and Vautier looking forward tomorrow.
And really, Mark, why at that point just let it go like Vautier did? They weren't going to change it, and they knew what they felt like was the right call, but it didn't go their way. What the heck? And for Tristan Vautier, hey, hats off, because you take the situation. Nick's exactly right. Glass half full. We've got ourselves a pretty good starting spot tomorrow, and after the month they had at Indy, why not? So, Jake Query, is Taku going to be as diplomatic, or is he a little upset?
Well, let's find out. Takuma Sato, first question is, I noticed you were sitting in the car for a while there before getting out, and I deducted from that you wanted to wait and make sure that there was not another opportunity for you to go out. What was the thinking there?
Because we were expecting might be there is 1 lap, to give everybody else for the fair point, because it was a local yellow at the 1 car spun at the turn 3, and they kept on going, and with no condition change, and they suddenly decided to go to the red, with no reason. So I had the traffic, and I had to back off, and then very next lap we timed right, and that's the lap, to everybody to get through it, the qualify. They stop it. So it wasn't fair, and it was interesting qualify though, but we are not happy with it.
Takuma Sato will start this race 8th, Mike.
Okay, Jake, thanks. As we keep our eye on Dario Franchitti, Mark, he is being informed right now that he has a drive-through penalty for a pit road exit violation. Not exactly sure if that's simply a speed violation or there was another issue, but Dario Franchitti, the 4-time IZOD IndyCar Series champion, is going to have to return to pit lane for a drive-through. Conway, Jakes, and Tagliani, Mark, the first 3 drivers to post quick times, and I tell you what, Alex Tagliani quick, but Mike Conway, Mark, just continues to get faster out there. He is now at 79.8218. That's a minute 19.828, and Mike Conway right now looking very, very fast out on this course.
Dario Franchitti is getting up to speed on the course, but as we mentioned, he has a drive through. We see the car of Ryan Hunter-Reay gets into the turn 2 runoff area, spins it around, and Ryan Hunter-Reay has to hope that he did not stall it. I think he's waiting on traffic to clear. That's exactly what he's doing. He sees Dario Franchitti clear that turn 2 complex, and now the Sundrop machine and the defending series champion is back underway. So Ryan Hunter-Reay will not be able to bust off on a flyer this time by. He'll have to get up one more time to speed, and Mike just overdrove it, climbed on the binders, couldn't get it wound up, and so that's an area of the race course that is somewhat forgiving because of how wide it is in that runoff area. But right now, Vizo is P1. He's leapfrog over Mike Conway. So it's Vizo, Conway, Jakes, Tagliani, and Franchitti. Ryan Hunter-Reay, the only one of the Fast Six yet to record a fast lap.
And the question mark is, how much damage did he do to that set of Firestone alternate reds that he has on the Sundrop DHL cars? He locked it up going into that runoff area, and Alex Tagliani very nearly on exit of turn number 5, very nearly tagged the inside wall. So tag, though, no damage there, so no harm, no foul. As Vizo is currently P1, then Mike Conway, James Jakes, Dario Franchitti. Keep in mind that Dario has a 10-spot grid penalty that he will have to serve tomorrow, so he can start no better than 11th on the grid, and he has a drive-through penalty that he has to serve as well. Alex Tagliani is currently 5th, and Ryan Hunter-Reay, Mark, is currently 6th.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in this session. We're approaching 90 seconds, in fact. We're about 8 minutes, 15 seconds into this final 10-minute session. E.J. Vizo and Mike Conway, the only drivers in the 79s. James Jakes flirting with that at .183. Franchitti, Tagliani, Ryan Hunter-Reay, your front 6, and a little over a minute and a half on that lap for Ryan Hunter-Reay, in which he went into the runoff area. Still, as Mike said, the big question remains, did he flat spot the tires to the point where it's going to affect the handling of the race car?
Mark, what kind of odds could I have gotten if I had said it's going to be Vizo and Conway leading the field of the green flag tomorrow on race number 1 here at Detroit?
Well, we're in the shadows of plenty of casinos, so I guess you could go to the sports book, and you could have gone to the sports book to find out. But yeah, no question, Mike, this would be, I guess, as unlikely on the one hand, but true to form for this 2013 season on the other.
Vizo, Conway, Jakes, and Franchitti has just gone to P1, but once again, want to remind you that Dario Franchitti has a 10-spot grid penalty that he must serve tomorrow. It doesn't matter to him right now, as he has laid down the fastest lap of qualifying here at Belle Isle for the Chevy Indy Duels. Franchitti, Vizo, Conway, currently your top 3, Hunter-Reay, Jakes, and Tagliani. So Vizo will keep our eye on the number 5 PDVSA Andretti Autosport entry, Mark, as he makes his way off of turn number 10.
Dario Franchitti, I think he likes Belle Isle. He won it in '99. Mike, 7 starts, 6 top 6 finishes for Dario Franchitti here at Belle Isle.
Came from 14th last year to post a second-place finish behind his teammate Scott Dixon, as Target Chip Ganassi Racing dominated the weekend. We keep our eye on Vizo. He remains just 47 thousandths of a second behind Dario Franchitti, and Mark, what has been a very competitive Firestone Fast 6. The checkered flag is out, but several drivers, including Ryan Hunter-Reay and E.J. Vizo, Mark, and it looks like Mike Conway as well will be able to complete these laps.
Best finish of 18th. That's two starts here for E.J. Vizo. We've talked about it before, Mike. Let's face it. E.J. has started well here. He just hasn't been able to translate it into good results. Dario Franchitti still on the course, still up to speed. Now he pulls on the pit road. He clears the timing line. So Dario Franchitti and E.J. Vizo, your top 2 qualifiers for now. Conway qualifies 3rd. Ryan Hunter-Reay, then James Jakes. And you can't discount the 98 machine of Alex Tagliani on race day tomorrow, Mike. He's had an awfully good weekend so far. It's been very, very smooth for the 98 machine.
Okay, Jakes just completed his lap. Right now he sits P4, keeping our eye on Mike Conway, as Conway in that brightly colored Sonny's barbecue car will make his way through turns 7, 8, 9, and 10 for the final time. Let's see, can Mike Conway find enough to boost himself to the top of the charts here in this start for Dale Coyne Racing? We should know momentarily as Mike Conway will make his way across the final timing loop, and let's wait and see if he's quicker this time. Mike Conway, final driver out on course. We'll see the checkered flag, and no, he will not advance any more forward than third. So it is Franchitti, Vizo, Conway, Jakes, Hunter-Ray, and Tagliani